Hey friends, over 60% of you are listening to me right now on an Apple product. iPhone, iPad, iTunes. I need your help. The truth is, Apple will make this podcast more discoverable to new listeners the more reviews it has. So I'm here asking you to take a moment and leave a review. If you've gained any value from this podcast, the greatest thing you can do for it, besides spreading the word and telling friends, is leaving a review. It's real simple. If you're on your phone, head over to my podcast page within the Apple Podcast app and leave a review. Or if you're on a computer, you can head over to my podcast page within the iTunes app. That's it. That's all I ask. And if you have other podcasts that you love, do them a favor and do the same for them. It'll make their day. Now let's get this podcast started already. Welcome to the Gary Cantrell podcast. Hope you guys are having a great day, week, whatever it may be for you. My name is Gary Cantrell, but then again, you probably already knew that. I don't think I'm going out on a limb there, am I? Anyway, so I hope you guys are having a great week. I'm getting better. I want to take this time to thank everybody who reached out via DMs, text, email, etc. to send their condolences. Anytime you lose somebody in the family, it's tough. I don't care if it's somebody that you keep up with very regularly or it's somebody you haven't talked to in a while. Losing family is losing family, and it's not to be discriminated upon as far as, you know, how well you know that person. It all hurts the same way, I think. And so to have everybody reach out to me when I was kind of in a rough spot there, I really appreciate it. And basically I took time this past weekend to just get away. Getting away is what makes me feel better. So it's just comfortable for me to do. Saturday I was in North Carolina. Well, I was actually on the border of North Carolina and South Carolina at Carowinds, which is a Cedar Fair park, trying out the Fury 325 roller coaster. One of my best friends said, "Dude, it's been rough, man. Let's get out of town. Let's go have some fun." And I appreciate him for that. My other best friend, yes, I have two best friends. I love them equally. I've known them for roughly around the same amount of time, and they're the two that have stuck with me no matter what, so they get the equal billing as my best friend. My other best friend says, "Hey, dude, we should go to Busch Gardens and check it out." So Sunday, I spent the day in Williamsburg with my other best friend at Busch Gardens, and it was a great time just to get away, do something different other than, laying around and moping about like a bum. It was a lot better to get out and just do stuff. So that was good. That was a good recharge. The story I want to share today, actually, as well as I have a challenge for you guys. Ooh, a challenge. Was actually inspired by something that happened at Busch Gardens. So let's talk about that. So basically, I was on the way down there and I was trying to think to myself, I'm like, we had my camera and, we were thinking about maybe filming, and actually, spoiler alert, we ended up not filming while we were at the park for whatever reason. I think it was just more or less, hey, we're in the moment having fun. Let's not, ruin it with doing a bunch of stuff. Let's just hang out and keep it low key and chill. But I had this wild idea because my other best friend, the one that took me to Carowinds, he had given me the season pass to Busch Gardens. He had an extra one, and he offered it up to me, and I'll never forget that. I mean, obviously he's my best friend of like 20 plus years, actually. So, doing something that awesome is not, it's not out of the realm of possibility, but to me, it was a big deal. I mean, these things are very expensive. And I was thinking, like, what could I do? Like, what can I do to pay it forward? If that makes sense. Like, here's this pass that I've been given and I greatly appreciate it. And I'm sitting here thinking about, like, what can I film? And then I'm like, the hell with all that. Like, what can I do to pay this forward? And then I was remembering about how I had a Bring a Friend pass, and I had kind of been putting it off for a while. I'm like, well, I'll probably use it for like Halloween. And the friends that I went with already had tickets to the Busch Gardens. So there was no one for me to use it on. And it was expiring on Monday. And I was there on Sunday. And I was like, well, I'm definitely not coming back Monday. So, what can I do with this free Bring a Friend ticket? So at Busch Gardens, they have these kiosks where basically you scan your season pass and it pulls up a menu of options. Do you want to renew your season pass? Do you want to buy a ticket at a discounted rate because you are a season pass holder? Do you want Bring a Friend? Do you want to buy these add-ons like Quick Queue and all this other stuff? And so I printed out the Bring a Friend ticket, and I have this idea of, let me find just somebody completely random, a stranger, that's outside around the ticketing area that may need a ticket, like these tickets that, I don't know, how much does it cost to go to Busch Gardens? Let me look this up real quick on their website here. I'm curious. Let's see. I pull my keyboard in. buschgardens.com. Okay, let's see. What does it cost here to go to Busch Gardens? Williamsburg, tickets and more. Buy now. Okay. So if you got a 1-day ticket, okay. A 1-day ticket is $70. Now that's an online price, okay? If you buy just the regular ticket at the gate, the retail price is $90. Now, chances are anybody probably has a coupon, right? They're coming up to the ticket window. They already know they're going to get hosed at the window, but they say, you know what? Here, let me someplace you can bring like a Coke can or, something. I don't know this lady's situation, but basically I'm looking around for people, and my best friend's dad, he starts calling me, says, Gary. And I turn around and there's this woman standing there. I don't know her age. It's not really proper to talk about a woman's age, I guess. But, if I had to guess, probably mid to late 40s, roughly. She wasn't a young gal. She wasn't super old. She's somewhere just right down the middle. And her name was Mary, which is kind of funny. That's actually my grandmother's name, Mary. And she said, what is this I hear about a ticket? And I said, yeah, I have a ticket. And she says, oh, are you selling this ticket? Is it, is it a discount? What are we talking about here? And I said, no, I said, I want to do something like a random act of kindness to a stranger. So I literally have this ticket and I just want to give it to you on one condition. And that is the condition of, I want you to go in this park today and have as much fun as possible. And I'm like, if you can do that, I'm going to give you this theme park ticket to Busch Gardens, Williamsburg. And this lady's response just floored me. She starts bawling in the middle of the walkway there. And I'm surprised security didn't come over, because she looked like really... if you didn't know what it was, you would think she's like really upset, like I had said something to upset her or whatever. But she starts bawling and she's like, you don't know like what this means to me. Like, this is huge for me. She didn't go into detail, but if I had to guess, anytime somebody's talking like that, it's probably maybe they're low on money. I can identify with that, or they're going through a rough time or whatever it is. It doesn't really matter. But the point is, she said, you don't know what this means for me. This is something that I will never forget. And she's crying. She asked me, can I please have a hug? I oblige. I give her a hug, and she's just like, oh my God, this is incredible. This is like a prayer answered. And I don't know, like I said, I don't know exactly what it meant, but I was touched. I started tearing up. as I'm hugging this stranger that I don't even know and giving her this ticket that has a retail value of $90, literally stopped her dead in her tracks. She could not believe it. And it got me thinking, you know, if one theme park ticket could change somebody's entire day, their entire mood or whatever, imagine what I could do if I did this more often. And I'm not even talking about just theme parks. I'm just talking about, like, in general, just doing nice stuff. So I'm continuing to ponder this. But I want to open up a challenge to you guys. Are you up for it? I'll wait. Nod your head yes or no, or slide up in a DM. Slide up in my DMs. Be like, yo, G, I'm with you, man. I want to challenge everyone out there that can hear the sound of my voice. I want you to approach a complete stranger and do something randomly nice for them. Now, obviously, you know, you don't know what you're getting yourself into. And I know when I posted this challenge on Instagram, a few people said, hey, whoa, you know, I've tried to do this for random people and they were weird or whatever. You know, use your best judgment, right? Let's be smart about it. But go out in public and approach a complete stranger and just do something nice for them. I don't know. Hold a door open. Pay for their coffee. Like if you're at Starbucks, say I'm going to pay for that lady, you know, or whatever. Like I guess that works really in a drive-through line. But something nice that'll just make somebody's day. And you don't need to, like, you know, do it because you want, you know, because you want something in return. I could have easily saved this ticket and just let it just go to waste. I could have done that. I wanted to do it because I legitimately wanted to make somebody's day. Now, initially, the idea came as, how can I make a video out of this? And of course, you know, a bunch of stuff goes in my head about, you know, this could be a great YouTube series. Not like I'm the first to do it. There's a lot of people that make videos about doing stuff like this for complete strangers. This was kind of inspired by Yes Theory, who I've talked about on the podcast and on my Instagram, who do amazing things. And they have this one video where instead of pickpocketing people, they were putting money in people's pockets unbeknownst to them. And I thought, I'm like, this is the coolest thing ever. Like, you mean to tell me that you are going to slide money in people's pockets without them even knowing? So I thought that was really super cool. So what can we do? This is what's got me thinking. So if you've been listening all this time, you know, and you're thinking about it, just, you know, again, use your best judgment. But I want to send out a challenge to you guys, my friends from Instagram, from this podcast. Go out and do something nice that's going to make somebody's day. I cannot begin to tell you just how, like, amazing I felt afterwards. Like, I just felt incredible. You know, I felt really good doing this for somebody else. And I think that you will too. So that's really the whole podcast for today. I know it's kind of a shorter one. But I just feel really inspired now that I want to help people more as much as I can. So I need to have a sit down and figure out, like, what it is that I can do to help people out and just go and do it. And so that's what I'm going to do. So let me know what you're going to do. And you can always post it if you want to with your friends. You know, share this out. Let's call it a challenge, right? I mean, a random act of kindness for a stranger. The Gary's Podcast Random Act of Kindness for a Stranger Challenge. I don't know. I don't have a clever name for it, but share this out and let's do some really amazing things for people. And that's really it. I mean, that's really it. I want to think about ways that I can give back, and in addition to, posting stuff and helping people, which I'm really getting into that more and more. I need to post more online, but as far as trying to help people, I really want to continue to help. So this is just another way to do that. So that's it, guys. That's it for me. I'm going to get out of here. Think about that. Think about what you can do to help people out, and go do it. And then if you feel like it, let me know. Let me know what you're doing or what you're thinking about doing. I'd love to hear from you guys. Thank you so much for checking out the podcast. I do appreciate it as always. And I will talk to you guys really, really soon. Thanks for listening. And again, thank you for all of your support. In the last week, it's meant a lot to me. So thank you.